Hello everybody, this is Tekka. This is the live stream. I welcome you. Um, while we wait for some more people to filter in here, we're going to get our audio levels right. A couple other things. So first, let's make sure I'm using the right microphone, of course, which I am. That is a very good thing. I have some background music, so if it's too loud, too quiet, please let me know. That would be fantastic. Thanks for everybody who's been waiting. This is the first time I scheduled out a stream for more than 15 minutes. So thank you to those of you who have been waiting oh so patiently. I should probably get this stream window out of here. Let's pop that down there. During the stream, if you see me turn my head way over here, I'm looking at another monitor with OBS and all that stuff. The primary reason for this live stream is because about half a week ago I took a look at PearOS, and to be 100% honest, it was kind of unfair. Partially their fault, partially my fault. The actual download servers were not working properly at the time, so I had to use a older version. So in this, what we're going to do is use the later version. And one of the things that I noticed is even since that stream, I don't know if it was because of that stream and that video, or if it was just something that they're already working on, but it does seem like the website, some of the links have been fixed, and even it says Thick-Sir is unavailable due to a server fault, and this was all changed after that stream, so that's cool that they have this at least working or looking proper, and they don't have the older versions on here. And it was kind of confusing because how they had it laid out, it just looked like it was a different desktop environment type thing. But what I did is I went ahead and downloaded this. You still have to wait 20 seconds for some reason to get the download to start. But if we look under system requirements here, you can see it requires Intel i3, 4 gigs of RAM, 50 gigabytes of storage. Basically the same as the other one we went ahead and took a look at. But yeah, so before I do this, and one thing that you're going to notice is I'm going to record a video kind of during the stream. So I'm going to get this to work. So every once in a while I'm going to switch to that, so the chat and all that's going to go away just for a little bit, because I'm going to be recording my kind of going through this distribution while I'm live streaming. So you guys are going to get to see me record a video. And who knows, I might even edit it while we're streaming after the fact. It all depends on how long this ends up running for, and if anything else happens to go on. So before I get too far into it, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at chat. And I'm not sure if anybody said, but is the background audio too much or too quiet? Just trying to get a feel for what you guys hear. Oh yeah. And this has been spammed a lot in the, not spammed, but people have been sending me this on YouTube comments or in the Discord server. There's been a lot of people talking about this, which you could all go ahead and join if you click the pinned link to get into the Discord. But people want me to take a look at this. It's not like a super professional project, but it does look like it's worth checking out. It's based kind of on the Among Us game. There's a link to a video that gives you the risks of it, so that's pretty cool. So throughout this, we're going to be checking that out as well, but the main purpose is this. I was really hoping I could check out Thick-Sir, but this is the issue that we ran into in the previous stream, is it gives us the 503 error. But yeah, I'm going to move this a little bit just so this is cropped properly. So maybe down like that. I'm going to fix a couple things here. Right there, so we can see. And if you're watching this stream after the fact, I'll go ahead and put a link to this Discord server here. And this is the page that we would get during our last live stream when we tried to download either of the versions. So that issue has been resolved. Okay, so speaking of, I'm going to go ahead and fire up VirtualBox here. So what we're going to do is, let's go to VirtualBox. And I already have it on here. I looked at it for a brief second, so this really isn't a first impressions kind of video. Well, it is because I didn't do anything except for pull the screenshot to make the thumbnail for this stream. So I'm going to probably use that as the picture for the actual video. But let's go ahead and boot on into this, shall we? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try recording and streaming at the same time. I've never done that before. So if the stream happens to like pause for a little bit, I'm trying to get it fixed, basically. Based on that little thing that came up, it's KDE Neon again. And they actually do have a boot logo this time, so that's good. Let's see. Yeah, Windows 8.1 is going to retire in less than 2 years. Do you think it would be a way to install only the DE? Well, they didn't make a DE. It's just KDE Plasma. You can definitely go ahead and configure your KDE Plasma to look just like this if you actually do enjoy how it looks. And it is rather easy to do. Just play around with the settings, get a dock. Like, even the default dock that comes in KDE Plasma, you can shrink it down and turn it into a dock. And like the top bar where the file edit and all that stuff is just a, it's technically a widget, but it's just a menu up there with that global menu widget. So we're going to go ahead and get this in. And then I'm going to take a sip and then I'm going to record the intro to the video. So not only am I going to be doing this, you guys are going to get to see me record a video too. So that's going to be kind of cool. And one thing I will say is this is way more beautiful. Well, is that how you say that? This is much more beautiful than the last one. We went ahead and took a look at the older version. This person says, "Greetings, Tekka. Are you using Windows 11 as your main OS? Is it stable enough?" Yes and yes. I'm using it as my main operating system at the moment, just so I kind of know what I'm talking about. One thing that's cool about this is it has that VirtualBox support, so I could just go like that and life is good. So we're going to go ahead and switch over to our VirtualBox here. And let's make sure we get this onto the right one, which is this. And drag this up. And then let's get rid of that status bar. And let's make sure this looks good. It does not. Oh, we have our top menu too still. So, sorry guys, I'm working on getting this to look proper before I start recording. Okay, right click. Let's see, transform and stretch to screen. Beautiful. Okay, we're looking good. So I'm going to talk to you guys for just a little bit more before we get started. I'm currently daily driving Windows. About like 2 more weeks or so, and then I'm going to switch back to my Endeavor drive. I have this on a separate hard drive. And it's been a good experience. Windows 11 is definitely an improvement compared to Windows 10. And even running this developer version, I would say that it is stable enough to go ahead and use. The screen does look squished, so what we can do here is get this window and go like that. Sorry about that. So now if I go ahead and switch in between this, whoops. Actually, I'll just keep me there and then I'll move this over here because we're going to run through the installation as well. And I will be switching back and forth in between this and this as I do actual recordings. Beautiful. So before I start recording, and I'm not currently paying attention to Discord at the moment, so if you're trying to talk to me in there, I would recommend going over to the live stream and chatting there. But we're going to go ahead and record. So I will be back in just a jiffy. I'm going to get some water. So I will be back, everybody. Do not leave me. We are back. We are back. All right. Make sure you all stay hydrated. That is very important, especially depending on where you are in the world. It's probably hot. Beautiful. Last thing before we start. Somebody asked me to show my dog. So this is Dixie. So you can say hi to Dixie. So, stay hydrated and enjoy the company of animals. Those are the life lessons of today. Okay, so we're going to record. Let's see if I have the whole webcam window. Move this crap. So this isn't going to look as good as usual because I usually use this camera, which is a wonderful camera, by the way. Okay. Okay. Stream. Okay, so PearOS. We're going to go ahead. Oh, cool. So one of my big complaints last time I looked at this is they called the web browser Pafari. Don't do that, okay? That's just not something you should do. Dixie. Okay. What breed? Dixie is a girl. Oh, this looks good, and they still got the wobbly windows. So we're gonna go ahead and go like this. PearOS. It's hot in here. XYZ. I just noticed the XYZ domain. Uh-oh. Oh. So there's built-in ad block. They have ads on their website? I'll just go to it on a different thing. But, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to test a recording just to make sure it works, y'all. So, so start recording. Testing, 1, 2, 3. We are currently testing a recording and streaming it at the same time. Stop recording. So, let's make sure that worked. One thing I noticed about being on Windows 11 is I'm incredibly disorganized compared to when I'm on Linux. I just throw things on the desktop all the time. It's just a habit. So where's my videos? So quick links. God, I hate Windows. Not desktop. Probably shouldn't show my ID. That's not a good move. This PC maybe. There we go. Videos. And we want what we just recorded, which is right here. Start recording. Testing, 1, 2, 3. We are currently beautiful. Testing. Okay. So let's try not to look so sweaty. Dun, dun, dun. Hello everybody, this is Tekka. In this video, what I'm going to be doing is taking a look once again at PearOS. And the primary reason I'm doing this is because in a live stream about a week ago, one thing you guys will notice is while I record videos, I can't talk for a long time. So I have a lot of cuts like this. But one thing, what did I just say? One thing I noticed, or I'll just start back when I said, and the reason I am taking a look at this is because I recorded a stream about a week ago, and it was partially their fault, partially my fault. I took a look at a older version because their servers were down and it was just on their webpage. And one thing I noticed is I went ahead and took a look at it again, and it looks like their webpage was updated, so it was a little bit easier to navigate, and I was able to get a newer version of PearOS. Cut. So we're going to cut right there, and then we're going to end up dropping into PearOS right here. Da-da-ba-da-ba. I hope the audio in the background is not too loud. Actually, I could check. I just recorded that. So, videos. And the reason I am taking a look at that. Beautiful. Okay. Chat can direct your vids, right? This is the first time I'm doing anything like this, by the way. I kind of liked doing it because I recorded or I clipped a stream last time, and it was really fun to do that. But this time I'm actually just making a video with you guys here, talking to you guys, so it's a little bit more fun. I enjoy it. How many of you are here? 184 of you. Welcome to this. Right now you guys are watching me create a video going over PearOS and pausing in between cuts, and you can watch me mess up and fail and have to re-say things and all that jazz. So now we're going to go ahead and jump into PearOS. So 3, 2, 1. And this is that version of PearOS. Now, compared to what we looked at last time, this is looking significantly better. There are some minor issues that I'm still noticing that were there before. And one thing is up here, this kind of Finder global menu ripoff here. It still doesn't work if you don't have anything open. But if you do go ahead and open something up, like let's say I want to open up files, for example, and it still has the wobbly windows, so that's pretty cool. But up here, it actually completely goes away. So that's not what I was looking for. Let's try to open up their web browser, and it's still not there. So it looks like that they have a global menu there when it doesn't work, but when it should work, it's not there. So what we're going to do real quick is kind of run through some of the stuff that's on this bottom dock, and then what we're going to go ahead and do is actually try to install this. They use GNOME Web. Yeah, it was GNOME Web. It was GNOME Web last time, but they okay. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to say that one more time. And this right here is PearOS. And one of the things I noticed right out of the gate is the global menu up here. Just like last time, with nothing open, it doesn't really work. And then if I try to open up something like files, for example, which this should work, it doesn't bring up any of the global menu options. So that's definitely a big con, but if we go ahead and look at the overall UI, you can see we still have some of those wobbly windows, and overall it's done beautifully, but there's just some things that are not right with this. One thing that's good is their web browser. They did not name it Safari in this version, which was a blatant ripoff. Doing things like that turns it from a clone to a joke. So if you are a distribution developer or you're trying to make your own, really make sure you're not trying to just make a complete ripoff. But if we open this up, I tried to go to their website, but it looks like they have ad block built in, which is cool, but then on their actual website, it blocks you from going there, unless if you go ahead and disable that, so that's kind of silly. If we go over to About Web, you can see that they are using GNOME Web. Close this out. If we go down here, we have our Launchpad, which is just like in the other one. This is all your applications. I'm pretty sure that this is just one of the KDE Plasma menus. If we go down here, we have P message. Empathy. Which this is just empathy, and one thing you noticed is right here there are some minor glitches with the corners, but that's kind of a KDE Plasma issue. If you're wondering, this is basically I think it's KDE Neon or Kubuntu, one or the other. And down here they have Mail. Let's see what application they're using for Mail. If it wants to open. There we go, Kmail. And we can see that they are using Kmail, which is another one of those KDE Plasma applications. They have maps. I'm not going to open up all of these right now because I want to install it first, but they have maps, they have Cheese, so this is the webcam application, but I have no devices connected. And one thing too, you can see that it's not really consistent in the theming. We have a dark theme for Cheese and a light theme for the Files application. So let's go ahead and close these out. Let's go ahead and run through the installer. So we're going to go ahead and install PearOS here. So right there. This just looks like a Calamaris, so let's go ahead and run through this. Location is Los Angeles, like I always say. I do not live there, thankfully. It just happens to be my time zone. Next, we're going to go ahead and erase this entire disk and type in these credentials. PearOS, type in a password, and now that we went ahead and typed all that in, we could go ahead and install this. So now it's going to go ahead and run through the installation process. So we will be right back when that is complete. Alright, stopping the recording. Back to stream. Hello everybody on the stream. Like I said earlier, make sure you stay hydrated. I'm sweating up a storm. The only thing that sucks about recording live streams like this is I have to turn off all my fans, and I have a bearded dragon heat lamp in here, so it gets rather toasty in here. Okay. 180 of you. Welcome everybody who is viewing. If you tuned in the last couple minutes, I am currently checking out this version of PearOS that I'm now able to access. Where's Among Us? I'm going to be checking that out after the fact. That's just kind of a little extra thing we're going to be doing. But when I switch over to this screen, that means I'm recording a video that's going to be going up on YouTube later. And this is live stream. And this is webcam. Hello. Yeah, well, no, I do have AC, but it's in another room. So I have to shut the door to record so you guys don't hear as much background noises. I could live stream outdoors with a laptop, but the lighting sucks to work outside. Oh, the PearOS owners are here? If the PearOS developers are here, welcome. Sorry I was so critical of the older version. The reason I'm checking this out is to be a little bit more fair and check out a newer version. No, it is not a PearOS channel. I'm just trying to be fair. Because I was so critical of the last one because I wasn't able to download the latest version. So, that's what we're doing here. What's your favorite color? My color is like either like forest brown, like that light kind of tan brown color, or green. Oh, I like green. So we're waiting for this to install. One thing is I have a sponsored video coming up. This company wanted me to review this editor. So I've been using this off and on. It's not free and open source software, which sucks. I was really talking to them, trying to get them to come out with something a little more open source. But this is the editor I'm using right now to edit my videos, just because I want to give a fair and honest review. So what we can do while that installs is let's go ahead and get those video clips that I already went ahead and got. So that would be under videos, and we want these two clips here. So this one and this one. Control C, go to videos, right click, new item. I am definitely more efficient at working in Linux. So this is PearOS relook. Yeah, this is, they have a free version, but it gives you a watermark. One thing that I liked about this company, one of the reasons, because I usually say no when people email me, but on their main website, they give you a list of like free alternatives and stuff. So that was a really good look on their part. So let's go ahead and drag this in there. And usually I edit in Kdenlive, and after I use this for a little bit, I'm definitely going to be going back. Salem asks, is Windows your daily driver at the moment? Yes. Permanently? No. So we have this clip, and we have this clip. So, did I restart? Hello everybody, this is Tekka. In this video, what I'm going to be doing is taking a look once again at PearOS. And the primary reason I'm doing this is because in a live stream about a week ago... Oh, PearOS isn't free and open source? How could they? Just kidding. Free and open source is nice, but I'm not one of those that it's like everything has to be free and open source or I won't even touch it. I'm not one of those. I don't like things that do tracking and stuff like that. Like, I have Audacity right now, but I need to try to... this morning I spent a lot of the morning trying to get the Audacity fork to work, but I couldn't get it to work, which kind of sucks. So right now I'm just clipping down this little thing we all recorded together. Can you talk about GNOME 41 updates? I don't know enough to talk about it, but that's definitely something I'm going to be getting into and looking at. So, let's see here. About a week ago, one thing you guys notice, will notice is while I record this, once again at PearOS. Right there, that's the cut. You all saw me mess up earlier. Yeah, Audacity is really not doing themselves any favors right now. Ooh, that's done. I'm going to be doing is taking a look. I'm going to make sure this cut's good, and then we're going to continue with PearOS. One thing you guys notice, will notice is while I record videos, oh no, this was me talking to you guys. Oh, crap. Okay, I'm going to do this later. I keep messing up. I'm still not used to that video editor yet. But, okay, so 3, start recording. And we're going to go over to recording. Alright, so the installation is complete. So what we're going to go ahead and do is go ahead and restart our system. So hopefully when we get this booted back up, some of the applications launch a little quicker so we can actually check everything out. Like I said in my last video, this is kind of comical because to me it's just like it's a ripoff of a ripoff. Because, like, PearOS, in my opinion, is known from iCarly. iCarly not trying to get sued by Apple. And then they made this, and I mean, this is a little over the top here. So let's go ahead and remove our medium and boot on in to this new installation of PearOS. One thing that's nice versus the last version I checked out is they actually have a grub kind of splash screen. So it's not just the KDE Neon screen or Kubuntu. We're going to figure out exactly what this is based off of in just a little bit. We're going to get NeoFetch loaded up and all that. So, okay, I'm going to cut out so there. Streaming. Coming soon thing, you know. Nice. Dun, dun, dun. All right. So I'm going to go view. I'm going to do something with the status bar real quick, just in case if this isn't. Okay. Alright, so this is our first boot after installing this version of PearOS. The login screen does look good, and you see down here that we are using Plasma with X11. They do have the Wayland option, but we're just going to go in X11 and use the default here. And that's cool, it automatically kept my settings at 1080p, and you can see we are obviously using KDE Plasma. Again, this global menus here doesn't really work. If I open up files, it goes away. So we checked that out earlier. But let's check out what else is on here. So we have maps. I'm assuming that this is going to be GNOME Maps. If it wants to open. Does not look like it is opening. Which does not seem to be opening, so we're going to have to move on from there. They have a photo viewer, they have Cheese, which we saw, they have calendar, address books, a to-do application. And what to-do application is this? So we're going to go over here, maybe? Dun, dun, dun. Where's the... Okay, so... Oh, so up here it does look like that now the global menu is working, so it's really specific on the applications that it actually works with. So yeah, this is just a to-do. And it is using the GNU public license, so that is good. They have Pair TV, which isn't working yet. They have PTunes, a podcast utility, and here they have the Pair Store. So let's go ahead and check out what this is. Just based on this, it looks like it's your standard Ubuntu App Store. Potentially, we're going to find out. Yeah, this looks like your standard GNOME. Yep, here we have our standard GNOME store. We have Spotify, all the applications you could go ahead and get. If we go over here, we could go to About Pair Store. And then get some information right there. So let's go ahead and close this out and then go over to our system settings. And this should just be your KDE Plasma system settings, which it is. We have appearance here, so if I go ahead and open that up, you can see that we are using the PearOS Thick theme, but I can't go switch to dark. So let's go ahead and open up our files application here, and then let's enable this dark theme to see how this looks. Oh God. So let's not do that. Let's go ahead and go back to this because it just made it look no. Okay, application style, they're using Cavantum, which is how they're getting these transparency effects and all that. They have their own Plasma style, they have their own colors, and they have their own window decorations. So that's all super nice. We'll skip fonts. Under icons, you have your PearOS icons, which is probably just a renamed macOS icon pack. You can change your splash screen, so that's nice. And they do have their own splash screens. So what we're going to do real quick is let's open up our Finder application here, or our Launchpad, and open up our terminal, which is console here. And I want to see what NeoFetch gives us. So I'm assuming NeoFetch is not installed. Let's go ahead and make this bigger so y'all can see it. NeoFetch. Oh, it is, and they actually do have it moderately branded. So here is the PearOS, and it's cool what they did with the colors there. So PearOS beta, they're using the 5.10 kernel. They're using Bash, which is fine. And out of the gate, the memory is kind of up there compared to some distributions. It's using just over a gigabyte of system memory. Use the theme switcher in Launchpad. I'll go ahead and do that. My CPU usage, at least when I ran this, was at 7%, and the installation size is 7.2 gigabytes, which really is not that bad. So we're going to go ahead and open up our Launchpad here, and it looks like there is a theme switcher application. So let's go ahead and check that out, because this might be what we should do instead of trying to do it through the appearance. So I'm going to go ahead and open up our folders or files application here, and then switch this over to dark to see if this works. It does not, unfortunately. So it's the same situation as doing it in the KDE Plasma system settings. So yeah, this doesn't work. I'll close and try to open it again. Maybe it needs refreshed. No. So I don't know what to tell you on the theming. We're just gonna have to stick with light. But it does look like here you can go ahead and pick your default web browser. You have your scroll bars. You can change your sidebar icon size, your tabs. You have some settings in here, and that's just a link to a systems preference thing. So, restart the files app. I did restart the files app. Is it really called Puri? No, don't shift to light mode. It takes time for the files to change to dark mode. Okay, I'll go ahead and switch it back. I'll start off right here. So I'm going to go ahead and just leave it in dark mode to see if some of these eventually switch. And it does look like this top bar did switch. Let's check files. So yeah, it did work that time. So it took a couple of tries to get it to work and go through. But that dark theme is definitely looking better. Let's open up our settings real quick to see if it's gotten applied through everything. Which it has, so that's good. Let's go ahead and keep this dark theme. And with this, let's go ahead and open up our Launchpad here. And it looks like we have Puri, which I was just I was just talking smack because they had their Safari application, the other version, called I think it was Pafari, and Puri instead of Siri. Like, okay, let's open that up. What can I help you with? My mic's not hooked up, but here, if I move myself down a little bit, you can see what's going on there. For now, I'm going to close it out because it's not going to work properly because this is a virtual machine. We do have Firefox in addition to our GNOME web browser. We have Document Viewer. If I go over to Info Center, we can get some of our KDE Plasma version numbers. It's running 5.21, so it is a pretty late version of KDE Plasma. We already saw the kernel version it was running. And then right here, they do have a link to their website. So we can go ahead and close that out and open up our Launchpad once more. All right, so next, they have Keynotes, Maps, Pear Store, we already looked at, Pear TV. So next, let's go ahead and, well, on this other screen, we have our to-do. We have the USB utility that we checked out before, which it's a virtual machine, so I can't really plug it in, but it does look like they need to work on making this compatible with their own dark mode. So let's go ahead and go to Launchpad. And let's check out their software updater, because this looks like a PearOS specific application. No updates available. Updates will be available soon. The ISO file is actually pretty recent, so I do understand if there are no updates. So let's go ahead and close out of here. Let's check out Pear TV. Apparently it doesn't really work quite yet, but if there is at least a GUI or something, that would be cool to check out. But it doesn't look like it's going to be coming up. And that is fine. That is fine if it does not. We do have shortcuts to our downloads and our trash cans, so that is nice, and you see it kind of brings up a window here. So overall, the theming and all that is actually fairly pretty, but it just doesn't seem like an extremely strong... It needs some work. It is technically beta, so you do got to give it credit there. It's not like an official release, hey, this is what everybody should be using type deal. If I look up here, we have our battery and brightness. You can see if I select that, the transparency goes away, so that's kind of cool. This is a virtual machine, and we looks like I'm going to move this down. Looks like we have some text glitching here. So that's something that we might want to take a look at. We have our microphone, our networks right here, and looks like, okay, this is just, check out the typing right here. Like, we're missing letters. That's not necessarily good. If we have our notifications and all that, we have our calendar. But yeah, if you go under like network or microphone or anything like that, it looks like it's a little buggy. It's a little buggy, but that's okay. Yeah, so this definitely isn't as bad as the older version we went ahead and took a look at, but it's definitely not there yet when it comes to being a incredibly serious operating system, but it is beautiful. I do really like their the theming of it, how everything's laid out. Some of their custom little utilities are pretty cool. And it does look like the PearOS team or developer is making a really good base to build off of. So eventually when there is a official release, it might be looking pretty good. But for now, I still have to, like I titled my other video, recommend something like Cutefish over this. But if you're somebody who's just into tinkering, playing around, and you really do want this, I mean, it's a completely functional system, and it is Linux, so you can fix anything that may be wrong with it out of the gate. Because granted, it's KDE Plasma, so I can just go Edit Panel, and I can completely like get rid of this global menu here. I can go and change the system tray. I can make this bigger. I can change the pair menu, which I don't think I actually clicked on the pair specifically. So if I click on the pair menu, this is where we have our log out, lock screen, and all that fun stuff. System preferences, App Store. Manjaro, cute fish in it. Click on About This. Okay, I'll do that. And right here, if I have About This parentage, so let's go ahead and click on that real quick. Yeah, so we have that system information here, so it's a pre-alpha. So, like I said, it's not even beta. You can't be too upset at it for its couple little flaws here and there. The developers will definitely, hopefully, be working on those to fix it. VMware. So this is a nice little utility. We have our display, which is a 1080p. We have a little usage tool so we can see how much of our hard drive we're actually using. That's nice to have. We have support, which will take you to links to get some help. And then we have service. So stay tuned for Pair Books. So that might be something cool. They have Pair Books, Pair TV, Pair Accounts. So as this is developed, it's going to be cool to basically check it out and watch the development of this. I'm going to be watching it. Right now, I wouldn't use it. And it's not really the kind of theme I vibe with, even though it is kind of pretty. But with all that said, I do hope you enjoyed this video. You could go ahead and check the links down below to actually go ahead and download this and try this out. It does use a little bit of system resources, so if you do plan on trying this out in VirtualBox, do make sure you give your VM a couple extra cores and at least 4 to 8 gigabytes of RAM for it to be usable. Dun, dun, dun. Sorry, chat, I'm thinking. One thing I have a problem with doing is like repeating myself in my outros, so I try not to do that. I try to remember what I just said. So with all that said, I do hope you enjoyed this. Please like this video if you did. Make sure you're subscribed so you do not miss content like this. Ring that bell so you do not miss future uploads. There is definitely some cool things coming up, especially in this month. Particularly looking at some of the things the Cute Fish team has done and their friends over at GingOS. We're going to be taking a look at that. Maybe some hardware. So yeah, I hope you all have a beautiful day and goodbye. Cool. Okay, don't leave me, stream. I'm not actually leaving. I'm not actually leaving. Oh, it's hot. It is cool. Thank you for joining us, Pair. The Pair team or the developer of Pair. I do thank you for being here. And it was very helpful. You give me these little pointers to checking some things out. So that was PearOS. I do hope you guys enjoyed checking that out and kind of watching me stumble over my words while I recorded a video. That is the first time I've done that, and I do hope you all enjoyed it. So let's go ahead and close this out for now. We're going to take a little break. Not a break, but we're going to take a break from checking out distributions. I may need to refill my water in a minute. Desktopio. I may. I'll keep a note of that. Yeah, thank you for stopping by, Pair. Sorry I was so critical initially. The server was down and it was all I can work with. So I'm redoing this just to kind of be fair to your distribution. And I understand it is alpha, so I was trying not to be as critical. But especially the Pafari thing, kind of the only suggestion I would personally give, and you could take this with a grain of salt, you could completely ignore me, is maybe not be that direct in copying names, but that's about it. That's all I got for you. Okay, so in a little bit we're going to be checking out amogOS OS. Um, you're not too late. We did already check out PearOS, but we are going to be checking out amogOS soon. Um, PearOS, I haven't even checked out amogOS, but I probably PearOS is something I would use for fun. If I was a little younger and I was just getting into Linux, PearOS is definitely something I would probably wind up installing on a laptop or something to play with. It's a cool little project, and being that it is KDE Plasma, any of the little glitches or things that are kind of buggy, you could just get rid of and use their theme with everything working out of the box. So that is kind of nice. Which Audacity fork did you try? The Audacity fork that I tried, I think it was called Tenacity. I tried to install Tenacity, but I had to like make it from source and it wasn't really working that well. But I really want to find a good Audacity fork. One, because I use Audacity on the daily. Oh, Tenacity is a joke? Oh. Well, I tried to install it and it didn't work. But because I use Audacity on a daily basis, dang near. Anytime I'm recording a video that I'm not like this where I have OBS and the camera live. Whenever I use this camera, I'm basically using Audacity to record audio. And yeah, I need it, but I don't want the one thing. Like, I understand if you want to collect my OS information for like bug reports. I understand if you want like my version numbers, things like that. But just the fact they won't allow somebody who is 13 or under to use it, that is just comedy to me. Yunfa uploaded a video today. This isn't a React channel, but we can go ahead and check out Yunfa's video. It basically sums up the situation very, very well. So if I go ahead and type Yunfa, which, by the way, everybody, if you are into audio at all, and especially audio applications and stuff that are free and open source, definitely check out Yunfa's channel.
Have you heard Audacity, this audio program that every kid uses to learn how digital audio works, has got acquired by a new company. They're doing awesome things with it. Let me just read there's a privacy policy update. Let's check this out. If you are under 13 years old, please do not use this software.
What? I love it. But yeah, so I'm going to, in conclusion, I'm going to not be using Audacity. But I like the application enough that I really hope, well, there's going to be a good fork coming out soon eventually, I know for sure. But yeah. Again, for that video, full credit and all that, that's Yunfa's channel. I do recommend him. A good alternative is Ardor. That application, beautiful for both basic voice recordings all the way down to very complex sound engineering. That is a wonderful, wonderful tool. Okay, so it is time to refill the water. So I will be back. Is my dog here? Oh, she left. I was going to point the camera at my puppy while I was gone. Yunfa, I'll link to his channel. I do recommend you all subscribe to him if you're at all interested in audio. So let's go ahead. It's UNFA, Yunfa. So let's go ahead and throw him in here. So I'll be right back, and while I am gone, make sure you subscribe to Yunfa because he's cool. He's a cool guy. All right, we are back. Don't worry, we have water so we can stay hydrated. Ugh. So I hope you all went and subscribed to Unfa. He's almost at 20,000 subscribers. Let's get him there. Okay, with that said, it is time. The moment has come. We're going to be checking out amogOS. Not Among Us, not the game. The Linux distribution Among Us. We're going to be checking it out today. The reason we're checking this out is not because it's like an incredibly serious project or anything. It might be, I don't know. But we're going to be checking this out because it has been spammed in my Discord. By the way, Discord is pinned right here. If you all want to go ahead and join, I'm not paying attention to it at the moment, but I am in there here and there. Among Us, not Among Us. Yeah, it's Among Us. Whatever. I'm gonna call it Among OS, just because I never pronounce anything correctly. But we're gonna check this out. What I was saying is because it's been spammed in my Discord. People leave comments asking me to take a look at this, and that's what we're gonna do today. So let's go ahead and download this. Let's find the. Looks like we have a experimental beta x86 ISO. They have a Raspberry Pi or Pi 3 and 4 build coming soon. Update. This is an experimental build. It's a live image designed for US. It doesn't have internet. That's fine. We're gonna go with this. We're gonna download it. We're gonna check it out. Yeah. Say it for the extra memory. Okay. Let's take those cookies. Let's accept them. I always have issues downloading things from Mega. We're going to see, though. Download speeds are usually okay. Oh, yeah. We're getting 24, 30 megabytes a second. I will take it. This OS is kind of sus. Not going to lie, yeah. We'll see. We're going to check it out. I've never gone into it. I've seen a screenshot briefly, but yeah. Pay $9 to download this file. Alright, let's save it. The file has been saved. Those download speeds though, yeah. I got pretty good stuff going on here. I live right next to a college, which is the college I go to. So I get gigabit. This is actually pretty slow right now, but I am streaming and all that jazz. Let's see. Whatever. At least someone can make an edit. Looks video or whatever it says Among Us. Okay. So, let's close this out. And we're going to go ahead and build this VM real quick. So, this is amogOS. And this is a Linux. Does anybody know what this is based off of? What Linux distribution this is based off of? I'm assuming it's Ubuntu. Everything's based off of Ubuntu, but I could be very wrong. 150 slow how? Yeah, no, it is not slow. But before I got this internet, my internet speed was like 2 megabytes a second. But Debian Buster. Yeah, I had like 2 megabyte a second internet, but I live right next to my college, so I get the same gigabit they use. So yeah, and somebody said it's based on Debian, so we're gonna go with Debian 64-bit. Go next. Let's give it 8 gigabytes of RAM. He'll zoom in a little bit so y'all can see what's going on. Oh, that's the wrong thing. It's okay. Create. Next, and let's go with 32 gigs. That should be okay, hopefully. And start. So we are going to go ahead and get amogOS. So let's add this. Here it is. It's a test. This isn't like this is for fun, basically. It's a experimental build. We're just going to be trying it out. So let's go ahead and choose this and boot on in. So let's start, and let's try to get my display capture up. So my video capture, we want VirtualBox. Whoa, not that one. Okay. The graphical logo here. Hold on. Do you all see? Okay. Is this it? This is it. Okay. Boom. And then I'm gonna drag this over actually, so we can see this a little bit better. So let's put this over here, drag this to the side, drag this down, disable the status bar, and yeah, let's check this out. Let's check out amogOS. This is the moment of truth. Oh, it looks like it's at 16. Yeah, yellow grub. We'll see if it boots. All right, we are in. Do we have those VirtualBox drivers? We do not. It's a little squished because it's actually 16 by 9, so I could go ahead and bring this out actually. But I don't want you all to miss any of the goods. Beautiful wallpaper. I'm absolutely loving this wallpaper. Let's go to display settings. I'm going to try setting it to execute file. Execute. Okay. Let's try to get this at like a 4 by 30 resolution so y'all can see it good. Apply. And then let's drag this like that. Beautiful. Okay. So here is the operating system. This is amogOS or amogOS. I'll just call it Among Us. We have a readme txt. Let's go in there first. We got to see what's going on. It's completely empty. That's not good. It's nothing. There's nothing in the readme txt, so we won't. It's cool that they have a little link to display settings right there. That's beautiful. If I go up here, let's go to the little start menu. Let's see what's going on. This looks like, is this Mate? This might be Mate. So we have our archive. The color scheming is beautiful. I got to admit, it's gray. We have archive, character map, disks. Everything you would expect in a good, well-rounded Linux distribution is given to you in this amogOS. Debian. So we have Debian, applications, communication, telnet. We have a BitTorrent client. Under science, we have Gcalculator. We have 3. We have not 1, but we have 3 different shells available to us. Under screen, we have locking, X screensaver, and a couple other things. Graphics, document viewer, internet. Don't worry, we have Firefox. Sus. Yeah. You have opened the README. They have all your data now, right? But don't worry. We have Firefox that you could use. Let's see. It said it doesn't have internet. Let's test that theory. It does. It does have internet access. I was able to go to techhut.tv very easily. So the internet connection is working fine. I gotta say, I am rather enjoying this. Let's open up a terminal. So let's go System Tools, the LXT. Oh, so this is probably LXQT. We have Among Us Linux. Let's see, does it have NeoFetch out of the gate? Because that is what we need. Looks like we have a beautiful bash script built into this. So let's go ahead. A little too zoomed in here. Let's bring that down. Only names, it's only the name and wallpaper. Yeah, probably. Let's see if they have NeoFetch installed. They do. Look at that. Look at that NeoFetch screen. Holy camole. This is absolutely top tier level. Look at that. Okay, so we are running Debian GNU Linux. The kernel version is 4.19, which it's Debian. It's fine. It's an older kernel. We have just under 1,200 packages out of the gate running the bash shell by Desktop. This is running LXDE, which is a beautiful lightweight desktop environment, running the OpenBox window manager with Arc Darker. We have the LXT terminal, beautiful font. Everything's looking good. I think this might be the very best distribution out there that you could download today. No questions, no debates. This is it. This is what you got to go for. LXDE isn't, well, yeah. LXDE is not a dead. This is beautiful. You can't go wrong. So that's beautiful. I just want to keep the screen up. It just looks so good. Here, let's zoom out here. We're not going to close this. We're going to keep this running in the background here. Let's drag this over here. Oh, if I can get it. There we go. We got to keep that down here. Okay. So under System Tools, we have our File Manager. So this is looking good. We got all those nice gray icons. Document Viewer. Let's see. We have Task Manager. Let's see what's going on here. Beautiful resource consumption. Look at that. It's only using 531 megabytes of RAM. So even from a performance standpoint, we're looking good here. Everything's looking good. 2% CPU utilization. Yeah, stunning. If I go over to, let's see what else we got. We have Terminator out of the gate. So not only do we have our regular LXDE terminal, but we have a Terminator. So many layers, right? Okay. So let's go preferences. About myself, customize look and feel. Let's see if they, it's just arc, color. They're using the gray themes, breeze mouses, arc darker. I mean, even just the theming without the obvious Among Us stuff is pretty beautiful. Memory usage should have been smaller, but 500 megabytes of RAM, I mean, you can't go wrong with that. I could throw this on one of my first computers and it would probably run. Preferences, we have screensaver, hotkeys, user group, monitor settings, open box configuration, and desktop preferences. So that was our first look. Well, first, before I end this, we could reboot here. We have our calendar, basic stuff that's with this. We have our network configuration. It is looking good. So yeah, that is amogOS. I'm just gonna call it amogOS. Absolutely beautiful. I do hope you guys enjoyed checking that out. That was super cool. Yeah, I'll post a link if you guys are interested in checking it out here. Where did my Firefox go? We're gonna have to open a new window. amogOS. And I think it was on GitHub. Among Linux GitHub. There it is. And it's primarily for the Raspberry Pi. So there's that if you guys are interested in checking this out. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, whoever designed this actually did pretty good. We can't lie on that. It's looking good. And it's using OpenBox. Kind of sus. That is true. And it's not bloated. They don't have too much stuff going on here. Document viewer. Nothing too crazy. I love it. Okay. I just wish I should play. People want me to. I've never purchased Among Us. If I did, I would have loaded it up through here and played it. That would have been the move. But yeah, this is a nice wallpaper. I do like it. Okay. Yeah. Nothing too special, but I mean, you can't go wrong. I was going in here thinking that this was going to be absolutely horrible, but just this alone right here. Let's go System Tools, Terminal. Just that alone is worth a download. You can't go wrong. Ah, if I can get the little... There we go. You can't go wrong with some art that looks that good. Lots of terminal knowledge, right? Okay. So yeah, that's that. We're going to close this down. Link it. I just posted a link if you all are interested, but let's power down this machine. After that, I don't have too much planned. If you guys would like to, you can watch me edit, but that's no fun. I said earlier this is not FOSS, unfortunately. This company wanted me to review their editor, and I said yes. But it is pretty good. I edited my last couple of videos in it, and it works pretty good. I mean, it's a good little video editor. I'm excited to make the little review on that. I'm going to be doing a hardware review on this microphone as well. Oh, did it change my... There we go. Sorry, guys. I'm going to do a review on this microphone as well soon. And we're going to be checking out the Jingpad. The video editor didn't really work. Yeah, right. Editing on non-FOSS, that's kind of, yeah, I prefer Kdenlive. I got Kdenlive over here. This is what I do most of my stuff on. Kdenlive is wonderful. It's one of the best using Windows 11. That's kind of sus, yeah. I love you guys. Can you show me how to reset a password on the Ubuntu machine? You got to remember your passwords. If I was locked out of an Ubuntu machine, I would probably reinstall it, because that's one thing, that secure systems, you're not going to be able to get into that as well. Let's see. Yeah, as far as content goes, that's all I have for you guys, unless if there's anything you guys want me to check out. Vetted from Among Us to Windows 11, not cool. Norby killed me. He's the imposter. SusOS. Yeah, they should make a sus. Play Minecraft. That's one thing I'm going to check out. That one thing, like, if you guys want Minecraft but can't afford it or just want to download, take a look at Minetest. Let's jump into Minetest. Does it work on Windows? If it doesn't, I'm going to be very sad. Okay, it does. We're going to check out some Minetest. Don't vote me out. I didn't do it. We need to make more meme distros. Yeah, we do. Nothing's funner than the meme distro. Okay, let's see. Minetest. Beautiful. Okay, bin, fonts, mods, textures. How do you run this? On Linux, I just ran a command and it worked. Portable. Stuck. Getting help on Windows. Here. Are we just going to try running this through a VM? Let's play Minetest through a VM. Let's see the true power of virtualization, shall we? Let's go with a trusty EndeavourOS. Yeah, it's probably in bin. Minetest. Bin. Okay, yeah, there it is. So let's just drop this to the desktop. That's the problem with Windows. I always just drop everything to the desktop. The #1 distribution I'd recommend to anybody is this right here. Might review some BSD distro. That is currently below my skill set. Well, I tried installing FreeBSD once and it just did not work out. But a BSD based distribution I would check out, no problem. With at least 20 Ds and with you can't turn it on. Oh, with Wi-Fi. Yeah, if you're on a laptop, you might have some sort of driver issue. Welcome. Yeah, EndeavourOS is my main deal. So let's wait for this to extract. We'll just see if the bin just works out of the gate, which would be rather cool. Endeavour is the best. Yeah, in my opinion, out of all the Arch-based systems, Endeavour is definitely up there. And I've done benchmarking videos, including Endeavor, and it just does so good. So let's run bin. Let's run mind test. See if this boots up. Beautiful. So we're gonna try this out here on stream today. About there. It might open up the game in a different thing though. Enable damage, creative mode. Let's play game. No world selected. Okay, so new. Stream. Dun dun dun. Great. Play game. We're gonna try this out for a little bit. Ooh, yeah. Allow access. Because if you all don't know, this Tech Hut actually used to be a Minecraft channel. Way back in the day, when I was in high school, my primary thing was making videos on the Bucket server mods. Jigsaw Labs. Reborn OS is really good too. I do enjoy Reborn. Is the desktop audio too bad? Let's lower that a bit. I used to watch your Spigot plugins, yeah. I made a plugin one time. It was called Mochi Drop. It was pretty cool. Let's see if it's still up. I made this way, way back. So I know for sure it doesn't work. Mochi Drop. Oh, it's still here. None of the icons are going to work. Yeah, I made this plugin forever ago. So, Mochi Drop banner, YouTube. Is that video still up? Oh, it is. Yeah, see? Basically what this plugin was that I made is, see, new drops. You had the grass drop, so you can get grass blocks with shears. You could get ice drops, so you can pull out a trusty hoe and start cutting ice. Glowstone, you can use an iron pickaxe to get glowstone snowdrop. You get a snow block with a shovel. Just things that kind of make sense. It was really fun. It was my very first JavaScript project that I ever did. Glass drop with a gold sword. You could cut glass, a block, or a pane. And this one was the hardest one to code. It was a bedrock drop. Using a gold pickaxe, it takes one hit to get a bedrock block. But at the same time, I made it so that you can't break the last level, so then players couldn't drop through, so then you could actually use it on your server. And of course, everything had permission nodes and all that. You could see, when did I post this? This was last updated November of 2012. Yeah. He's not going to check them out. What am I not going to check out? Use 2800. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to use those shaders. That's how you ruin a computer. I'll have smoke coming out the back of mine. Okay. So we're gonna check this out for a little bit, and I'm gonna talk to you guys in chat. We're just chatting now. We checked out our distribution, so if you're here for that, there'll be a rerun posted later. Damn, this was not a very good spawn point. I am just absolutely in the middle of nowhere here. Among Us wallpaper. Hello, Jab. Where can I download Among Us wallpapers? I'm not sure if there's a direct download link for that wallpaper, but if you go ahead and load up the distribution in Virtual Machine, you could go ahead and go into your directories and find those wallpapers if you'd like to. I need to make a pick so I can get that, because that's some coal. We're gonna need that. Well, I'm gonna need that. Yeah, the cute fish wallpaper is absolutely beautiful. Ah. How do you craft in this game? Somebody told me to check this out a couple days ago, and I'm not even sure. There we go. This is cool though. It's a very, very well done Minecraft ripoff. Ooh, yeah, let's check out what he's got posted. Oh yeah, my favorite wallpaper. You all seen it, the Nordic background here. I think this is absolutely beautiful. Okay, well, I have run out of things to talk about. We checked out the two distributions, so I'm gonna upload that video I recorded live going over the new PearOS thing, and I might clip the Among Us thing into a video as well, but I'm not sure exactly if I'm gonna do that yet. It depends on how good it is when I clip it all together. So if there's if anybody has any other questions, ooh, press R. Did I leave it open? Oh no, I closed it. Dang it. I'll remember that though. Or I for inventory. For distributions like yours. Yeah. If they upload wallpapers with the GNU license, that would be cool. But yeah, if anybody else has anything, otherwise, I think we're going to wrap it up here. We've been streaming for about an hour and 17 minutes. Usually my streams are about an hour, so we're going to go ahead and conclude this. Again, thank you all for coming. Thank you, Dominique, for all the hard work you do on both in the stream and with your Linux distribution. I would recommend everybody go check out PearOS. Additionally, if you're looking for one of the best KDE Plasma distributions that you could go with, yeah, I am being ejected according to the vote of the chat. So with that said, I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful day. It's going to be a good one today. At least where I am, it's going to be super hot. It's hot in this room, so I'm excited to open the door and let the air-conditioned air flow in. Have a good night. Have a wonderful morning. Whatever it is, whatever time of the day it is, where you are currently at. With all that said, I admit I was the imposter, and goodbye.